Everything around you started off in someone's mind. Your mind is the most powerful thing to exist. But the truth is, things are created to keep our minds dull and keep us stuck in this race. The vicious cycle of wake up, go to work, pay your bills. The brutal truth is that they don't care about you. People are profiting off of your stupidity. Distractions are being created to keep us from focusing. They desire to keep us on this never-ending hamster wheel of thinking we have to work hard to pay our bills. In this video, we are going to be talking about what it takes to create freedom and opportunities for yourself. I want to unlock awareness in your mind so you can begin to observe your life, everything around you, and take back control. Imagine not waking up every morning to go sit in a room for 8 hours a day making someone else rich. Can you even imagine making money in your sleep? Or even making a year's salary in just a few hours? Your brain probably can't even fathom that. I couldn't process it either the day I was looking at my phone and realized I had just made $10,000 in a matter of 4 minutes. I was someone that never thought that could even be possible. That's something I will never forget because it truly changed my brain chemistry. If you don't know me, my name is Karina, and I'm simply just a girl with a unique connection with God, source energy. On my journey, I have gone viral on multiple platforms and have created multiple communities, built and ran a 5-figure business as an artist, and recently gave it all up at the height of my career to answer a true calling. If you'd like to know more about me, you can watch my very first YouTube video I created 2 months ago. We have a hard time believing that things like making thousands or millions of dollars in minutes is impossible because we were simply taught to turn our brains off. The truth is, a lot of us have shut off our imagination because we've been told to. I see a lot of parents discipline our children to not use their imaginations. A lot of children are taught to sit still, not move, and be quiet. And in order to get them in that state, a device is placed in front of them. And really, it's not our parents' fault. Like, parents are doing the best that they can with what they know. The world is being programmed for quick fixes, quick solutions, magic blue pill, which is making our brains turn off, which means no thinking, no questioning. Because our lives are so consumed with these programs, these distractions, we're not able to use our mind to its fullest capability. Our brains are shut off. We're not able to see things like opportunities. We're not able to use our entrepreneurship mindset because our brains are cooked. This device has literally fried your brain. If you're tired of working hard and you're ready to level up and stop using your muscles for money, stop trading your time for money, I'm simply here to unlock your mind. People often say that time is money, but is it? If you believe that, then you most likely trade time for money, and you might be stuck in the technician mindset. I have talked about this before on my channel. There are 3 personalities within every individual, and if you want to learn success, you need to know these 3 personalities, know how they control you, and learn how to function in each one of them. The technician is simply the do-it-yourselfer. The technician is the one that wants to be left alone, that wants to sit and do their craft, whether it's fixing a car, painting, sewing, anything crafty that has to do with a skill like playing the guitar, something that you're physically doing. They want to be left alone. They want to do it because they love to do it. And they simply view it as, once I do my job, I will get paid for it. They're stuck being the technician. The manager is the one that checks the boxes on each list. The manager is the one that schedules, prioritizes things, and gets things done in order. The manager typically manages the technician, and they bump heads because the manager wants things done efficiently. The technician wants to be left alone. The entrepreneur is imagination. The entrepreneur has no limitation. The entrepreneur is able to see opportunities and create luck. The entrepreneur is focused in the future, is able to see what is happening now and what the result will be in 5 years, 10 years later down the road. The visionary. All three of these personalities are vital to your success. If you'd like to learn more about this information, then you can check out my Amazon store link. It's linked below in the description. I have a mindset catalog, which is a book list. The book is called The E-Myth. Don't come for me for my little piece of paper. Everything I'm about to share is information that I have learned, specifically from Myron Golding, and I would be a fool if I did not share his information with my audience. We're gonna get started. So here, there are 4 levels of wealth. And there is a reason why that I'll explain that wealth is spiritual. So right here is where all of us are programmed to start. This is the first tier, the most basic tier. And this is where we trade muscles for money. In this tier, the technician is clocking in and out, trading time for money, working 8 hours a day in exchange for money. This could be a fast food worker. It could be someone working on cars. It could be someone that does services for vehicles. Someone that is simply trading time for money with their body, physically. This is the implantation tier. The next tier is unification. Unification, this is a manager, someone that's typically in charge of people. Unification requires a higher spiritual level, a higher consciousness, because you are in charge of multiple people. You are bringing people together, which requires a different level of spirituality. From here, this is where we would like to be. This is where I would like you to be. Within these 2 tiers is where most of the world operates, where most of the world makes their money, where most of the world thinks, functions, how their mindsets are, is within these 2 tiers. But because you're watching this video, because I know you are a subscriber, you are actively working your way to the top. The tier above this line is communication. Within this tier could be an author, a salesperson. This is an even higher spiritual level than unification, because being able to use the gift that God gave you, no matter what field, industry, whatever goal you desire, communication will get you far. Simply knowing how to use your mouth, what words to specifically put together for millions of people, for specific groups of people. This requires a higher state of spirituality. The very last tier. Imagination. This is where the richest people in the world reside. Imagination is the ability to create luck, the ability to create opportunity for yourself, your family, for anyone that you would like to, because you can physically see things other people cannot, which requires you to know how to use your mind. The plan is for you to become conscious, to become aware, to start actively working in these 2 tiers. Make a promise to yourself here and now, and like this video, to hold yourself accountable to start actively working towards these 2 tier levels. I am just gonna leave my work of art behind me. Advice that I wish I had growing up on my journey as a teenager, just in my youth: choose jobs wisely. Get paid to learn, not to earn. Look into the future and decide what skills you want to acquire before getting stuck in a profession, getting stuck in the rat race of paying bills. It's wise to choose jobs not out of desperation or scarcity, but more in a sense of having skills under your belt for the bigger picture. Because jobs develop skills, and skills is what gets you up this tier. Because skills pay the bill. Like I said before, it's wise no matter what industry you're in, no matter what your goals are, your dream life. Skills is what's going to help you get closer to that vision. We now have access to things that can help teach us what we need to know to get what we desire. So if you want to stop trading your time for money, if you want to stop making money by using your muscles, it's time to start thinking differently. It's time to start being creative. You might be thinking, well, how can I possibly make life-changing money? I'm just a mom. I'm just a teenager, or I'm just a college student. Every single one of you watching this video has a very unique life and has all been through things that other people have not. There is a good chance that some of you have unique skills, unique passions. You've overcame things that you could be packaging up and selling. Create opportunity for yourself by bundling up your knowledge and selling it. Mothers could write about their journeys becoming a mom. Mothers could write about things they've overcome during their journey of pregnancy. Teenagers could package up how to get through high school. The problem is that your brain is so cooked that you didn't even think this was possible, so you're not over here thinking about how you can make money off of something you've gone through, your journey. There are so many different creators that are so specifically niched, creating content for very specific individuals. Take your knowledge, package it up into an online course, a digital product. Find the person that is looking for your information. Find a way for that specific person to get your information. Set up an online store. There's Stan stores, Shopify. Big Cartel is free. You can build a website, grow through organic growth. You don't need to pay for ads. You will reach people by telling your story. Build the communication skills. Educate yourself to tell your story in such a way that gravitates to people, and convert that to sales. That is the first possibility that anyone can create for themselves to get out of this race. Skills required for this: communication, marketing, and sales. All skills you could learn through Skillshare. Option 2 is outsourcing or job servicing, where simply you are a middleman. Your business is bringing a problem and a solution together. You're creating an opportunity for yourself by joining these two parties. You as the customer gets your problem solved, the contractor fulfills the service and gets paid, and I as the middleman, the business, profits. I'm not having to do anything physically. I'm simply bringing two people together and profiting. If you're still here watching this video, I just want to say how proud I am of you, because chances are your brain is not as cooked as everybody else, because I'm not sitting here throwing some flashy animations at you to keep your attention hooked, because I could do that. I could be like all these other YouTubers, putting up all these different kinds of gimmicks on here just to keep your entertained. But no, that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to unlock your mind. So if you're still watching this, you're a real one. Skills required for this option is website building, marketing, customer service, and there's more skills depending on what niche you may fall into, but all things that you can learn or things that you can hire people to do for you. The third option, if you're stuck in the race of waking up, going to work to pay your bills, create passive income. It's as simple as that. This could be a business that is subscription based. It could be investments, real estate, digital products. Passive income has a different definition for everyone. What I define as passive is something that you take the time to create something and then it builds money over time without you having to touch it ever again. This YouTube video, for example, I'm sitting here filming this video. I'm gonna have to edit it. I could hire someone to edit it to save me time. Once I post it, it's on this channel forever, unless I take it down. Whatever affiliate links are linked below, whatever products that I might have linked that I'm selling, will make money over time. The advertisements on this video will pay me over time. I'm not flexing, I'm just trying to get you to understand that there are multiple ways of creating passive income. But the quicker you train your mind, the quicker you start educating yourself, learning skills, and reading books that will help develop your mindset, your mind will start to unlock. For example, let's take a look at McDonald's. If I asked all of you right now, how many of you can make a better tasting burger than McDonald's? A fast food chain that makes the burgers Yet why is McDonald's the #1 fast food restaurant in the world? The most talented people in this world are often paid so little, and the reason is because they're too focused on the taste of the hamburger. They're too focused on, if I just make the hamburger taste better, then I'll get rich and everything will take off, rather than the skills it takes to sell the burger and build the business and scale it. This is why people win the lottery and they lose it all, because they don't have the skills of financial literacy, so they blow it all and they're back to being broke. Every single one of us has entrepreneurial muscles in our minds, and the moment we activate it, we start to create opportunities. It's like we take the filters off and we could start to see what is really going on. Every business works. It's the people that fail them. Your business reflects you. The reason why people fail and make their businesses fail is because of their capacity of being able to be stretched. What I mean by stretched is how flexible can they be? How quickly can they adapt to life-changing? Think of a solution. How creative is your mind? Your ability to just flow throughout all the arrows that life throws at you will make you the winner, the conqueror, the ultimate richest mother on this planet. Is how well you can open your mind, use this imagination, and create luck for yourself, create opportunity for yourself. So, how do we use our mind? How do we unfry our brain? Put that damn phone down and stop scrolling mindlessly and start becoming self-aware and start living in the present moment. Stop being stuck in the past, stuck in the future. Stop trying to just scroll and obsess over mindless videos, because all of that is stopping you from becoming your best self. And is it worth the price of your dream life? The price of happiness? No. So step 1 is to read up on the 3 personalities that I mentioned earlier. Step 2 is becoming educated and start developing your skills. If you haven't already, you need to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You need to start becoming financially literate, because you're not going to learn things like how to manage your money, assets and liabilities, and the trap that millions of people are in because we're not taught these things in school. Next, every single place you go, your coffee shop, grocery shopping, everywhere you go when you leave your house, start to look at it as a business. How is it that this business is making money? What is the business model? How is it operating and how is it profiting? Observing the places you normally shop at every single day will start to train your brain to think in the business mindset. Next is you need to start doing imagination exercises, because like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, our imaginations are turned off. So here's an exercise I want you to do. You could do this alone, you could do this on a drive, you could do this with a group of friends. Maybe with friends that are on this journey of self-growth with you. You're going to set a stopwatch and you have 10 seconds to rapidly spit out your desires with no limitations. You only have 10 seconds to say something, and the only rule is that you cannot repeat what you've previously said. This exercise will cause your mind to release limitations because you have to follow the rule. This is a simple exercise that you can practice alone or with friends. It's a lot more fun when you're with friends, you're masterminding. It creates this high frequency, these high vibrations, and you just feel so good after. I definitely recommend with people. Some brutal advice. Lose the ego. If you are someone that would rather be happy with the job you work than to get a job to develop a specific skill. If you have a high degree in journalism, for example, or literature, and you want to become a best-selling author, I would tell you that the fastest way to achieve that is to take a course to teach you how to sell and how to advertise. But some of you would get offended. Some of you, your ego would be hurt and think, I have a high degree. I don't need to be working on such a low level like that. But in reality, I didn't say best writing author. I said best selling author. You need to develop the skills to sell the degree that you've mastered. I know for a fact you're an incredible writer. Obviously, now learn the skills to sell your work, to market your work, and make your dreams happen. In conclusion, These are the main management skills for success. The management of cash flow, the management of systems, and the management of people. If you are someone with limiting beliefs, with insecurities, if you are someone that lives in survival mode, if you suffer from scarcity, no matter what kind of limitations these are, understand that these will hold you back from achieving your ultimate top goal, because your brain is wired to be a certain way. It has operated and functioned in this specific way for years, probably since you were born. And you need to be aware of those things and learn how to release them and reprogram your mind to new beliefs, so that way you can believe that you can make 5 figures in 5 minutes, so that you can believe that you don't have to go to work and trade time for money. There are people that work so hard in the sun, outside in the heat, sweating, working so hard physically, and get paid so little. Those are the beliefs I'm talking about. In order to think that you can make money in minutes rather than working physical hard labor for 40 hours a week, your brain has always been functioned to think you have to do that for all of your life. My previous identity was someone that never felt good enough, someone that could never speak their mind, speak their truth. I literally always felt like I had a frog in my throat. She was a perfectionist. She was someone that traded time for money, that had to work hard to prove her self-worth. And what helped me when I was just a teenager and didn't have the resources I have now was simply talking to someone about it, talking to someone that I trust, talking to someone, even if it's myself on a drive in the mirror. Openly speaking out loud helps just put it out there and helps your brain process it differently than when you keep things in your head. I swear to God, just saying it out loud does things. Becoming aware of these limitations and writing it out, you could journal about it. I highly suggest therapy. Having someone that you can reflect on your issues with, your life with, limitations you're trying to get over, and that person is able to not judge you, able to help you see sides of things you couldn't see before, will help your mind open up to broader things and help you release these limitations. If you have trauma stuck in your body, things like breath work, guided meditations is something that has extremely helped me. Meditation is something I preach. Meditation does take time to practice, so don't beat yourself up on it if it's hard for you to just sit down and be still and quiet your mind. It's a process, and you have to train your body like a dog to sit, to behave, and be still. There are so many professionals online that you could see for free creating content like myself. It simply just takes the desire to want to learn and change your life. You need to be hungry for it. Things won't just fall into your lap, so put in the work. Last, I will say that becoming educated in these topics, studying things that have to do with my limitations, really helped me release them. Insecurities, bad habits with food, all of that, because I was able to understand how it works. And for me personally, when I understand how something works, it releases resistance that I have towards that subject. It helps me understand why I'm behaving this way, why I'm doing this, and it just helps me let it go a lot faster. Investing in myself and my mindset, my personal development allowed me to learn skills faster and allowed them to really sink in and download into my body. That is the game, to know thyself and to conquer thyself, and know that you are the shiny object. You have the power to be anything, to do anything, to create anything you desire, because the power is within you. I am so grateful if you made it to the end. Thank you so much for being here. This video was really fun for me to make. I really had to take the time to sit down and brain dump because I needed to get all this out to you. I really hope you found this video valuable. Honestly, all I desire is to relieve your pain and to give you a solution, because that is my purpose. If you made it to the end, you're a real one, you're a beast, and you're built for this. You know you're built for this. You know you're chosen because you clicked on this video and you watched it all the way to the end. Please comment below your journey. I would love to interact with you. I do read every single comment. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you are enjoying life. I hope that you are conquering your goals and just getting one step closer to your dream. And if I can be a part of that, then I'm happy. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.